Hello, friends. Welcome to Akul Mac Live, and I'm Chandrakant. And a lot of people are talking about restarting their usual work. Some says it's going to be hybrid. Some says it's going to be virtual. Well, let's say if it is hybrid, what are the challenges faced by the leader in adapting to the hybrid workforce? To discuss this matter, we are joined by a very senior learning and development leader from India, Miss Aditi Palit. She's joining us from Kolkata. So let's welcome her.
Thank you, Chandrakant. There's been a little bit of a gap due to some personal reasons, but it's again, so happy to come back to your platform. It's a wonderful platform. It gives exposure across all the platforms and so many people across the globe. Thank you and good afternoon to everybody.
Very welcome to the show, Aditi, and good to see you. And we hope that you get onto the path of recovery very quickly because we all of us need you. So I think the subject of today's discussion is that what are the challenges faced by leaders, especially when they actually adapt the hybrid work culture. So since you deal with so many senior people and leadership across the world, I'd like to know your opinion on this subject.
Yes, as you said, I've been interacting throughout the challenges. They got used to, the leaders and their team got used to remote work. And now with the cases having come down across the length and breadth of our country, the companies are in the mood for switching to hybrid work. Many reputed companies have done it, if not calling all the employees back to the physical office. Now, basically, everybody has come to know what is hybrid work. There are some models that are being tried out for hybrid work. Some have opted for the weekly, shifts. One portion of the employees coming one week and the other coming back the other week, or more as Sundar Pichai from Google said that 3-4 days in office, rest from home. Whatever the model, there are the 5 C's that are posing a bit of a problem, and the solutions need to be looked into.
So, what are these 5 C's? I think it is very important to give our viewers a little flavor of the challenges. In fact, challenges also start with C. So, what are these 5 C's that you have mastered and you are propagating to your clients and also to the students who are coming in your contact?
Uh, as I said, every show a talk with you, I've emphasized that communication is the basis of workplace success. So here what is happening now, the team leader, the team managers had got used to whether he is remote or he went back to office, his team members are all virtual. Now the use of those platforms, we've come to know the softwares, the platforms, the virtual ones, and now, as you are also saying, the AR is coming into force, artificial once more. So what is happening now, the team leader is faced that during the week, one batch is with him in physical office. The other portion is at their place, whether it's home, in another city, or whatever, in the country, abroad, wherever they are. Now, how to synchronize? What is then? That is, I'll be talking of the solutions. We'll be discussing the solutions later on. So what is happening is, if suddenly he thinks of anything that needs to be discussed, maybe he's got to know from his seniors a new project or something, he can immediately get the physical ones in the room and start discussing. Now, what happens? He has to send mail, he has to send messages, or ask anybody from the team to contact the others members to come on board to do the discussion. So this time lag or the time frame the required, that is posing a bit of a problem. This goes for and then face to face interactions are clearer, concise, clearer. You can you see the other person's reactions, understand better what is going on in the other person's mind. Now he's seeing them, dealing with them, switching to the virtual ones. Maybe at the moment he's having some distractions at home or wherever they're working from. This, as I said, synchronization in communication is being worked out. Next one is coordination and collaboration. Again, the same thing. Now, if this working in shift or in weekly manners, then they are again one batch one day, say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, another Tuesday. So this keeping tab of the members, the virtual, getting everything mechanized, whatever a platform that is being software that is being worked out. This is taking time again, which was not there in remote. I'll be just mentioning the issues. The next one is creativity, which I have found out that this is a big talking point these days. Now, while at doing remote work, if, the team leaders found that they worked at that, and you had self-paced learning, self-paced work individually, the team members, so they could come out with their own way of being creative. Now again they are being differentiated. Sometimes you go to office and you do the joint brainstorming, and next you come back and maybe you're again opting at home, you're more creative while working alone. So these are all new features in hybrid work. And the other point that is being taken into consideration is again what is it has happened, the focus, the mental well-being. Now everybody is not happy that suddenly after getting the whole setup at home and being very used to and getting your schedule, the daily schedule in place at home, again then commute, again expenses, work, the environment at home, especially the planning at home. If you have children, small children, now children have started going to school, then the both parents working, now the husband wife is again having to work things out for the home. So this is the paradigm shift in the nature of work, somewhat similar between remote and hybrid, but these are the differences, these are the challenges which the team leaders are facing. So that's the general consensus among the leaders and the managers whom I spoke with.
Well, I have a question, Aditi ji, and the question is regarding the finding balance. I'm sure there could be some productivity tools which can be used. In fact, email is one of the well acclaimed productivity tool which actually solves the communication problem. Similarly, there could be a productivity tool available, which I'm sure a lot of companies are already using it. The problem
Yes.
comes when one minute,
Yes.
Aditi. Problem comes
Yes. Yes.
when in the virtual world, the features of the virtual world get applied, and people will start using avatars. People will start doing automation. People will start using gaming technology, and this future is not very far off. I think we can start seeing some of these things in next 6 months. By the time the economy opens up in a good way, these things will also be real, and these things will be part of these productivity tool that we are talking about. As you know, Facebook is also becoming a very practical platform. In fact, I was surprised to see that since last 1 week, the TV channels are now creating their programs, the primetime programs, as an event at 9 o'clock in Facebook. So, it is becoming a reality when the TV channels are moving away from the usual satellite TV and coming to social media, creating event of their prime time shows. It shows that the world is changing. So, considering that, from your point of view, what do you think is the mindset of the leader who has to now get used to these things, like when they see their employees, instead of face they will see their avatars, they will see a game console being used as a as a working tool in an office. So over to you, what do you think about these changes which are on the horizon and very very close from where we are sitting right now?
Yes, I was coming to that point. The first point in hybrid the work kind of work is actually this kind of this everyday galloping changes in technology. What they are, the leaders are feeling is that what you can establish ad hoc in the office, physical office, you can order and bring again the similar kind of setup, the machines to send to remote places for those who are the remote workers in the hybrid setup. That is making them think, either have totally remote or have the only the managers coming to office. So this technological aspect, definitely it is going very fast, as I said, and it should be. We are going into the years more and more, and where again the virtual reality and augmented reality is going to be the real reality. But this is making those who are opting for hybrid work think about what are the automations that can be done, keeping the sync between in-office employees and the remote employees. The and what you raise the point is a big point. First of all, the leaders have to become comfortable with these automations. It is becoming popular. Those who are tech savvy, they are wholeheartedly adopting to it. But it does take time for even for the leader before he passes it on to his team. And as I will always say, the human touch, I'm afraid the human touch may slip further and further in our quest for fast-paced work solutions.
Well, Aditi ji, my opinion on this is that when we talk about hybrid, it is basically to create the human touch. And the work will not move hybrid, in my opinion. I may be wrong, also, you can correct me. But the real question is that when I move to the office to meet my team, it is basically that day. For example, Monday is a day for everyone to come and assemble at the office. That will be day for the party. You get don't do any work. You just get to know each other and get home. And then Tuesday onwards, you work in a hybrid format. Don't you think this is the way it is going to be? Because you travel all the way 2 hours in traffic, and then you do work. So I don't think this is going to be real. But anyway, your opinion and your thoughts. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
That is a wonderful suggestion, except that I would say Monday is not the time to party, actually. We should start with the work day as Monday. Yes, of course, when we some to lighten when the work employees are coming to office, some aspect of the day, part of the day should be in exchanging pleasantries, in having, as it used to be, a coffee together, chat, share your lunch, and there can be small impromptu informal meets between the leader and his team. But yes, once they go back, some are maybe being staying back with the leader not the entire batch going back. So I have been telling the leaders, in fact, requesting a very good solution would be talk to each team member. Some have settled down very well in their homes or wherever they've stationed themselves from the pandemic, and they're being very productive. Now, the question of in all formats of work is how productive the team member is. So, and there are some who have been longing to go back to office, who do not fear whether the offices are correctly sanitized, is it safe there, who are having the trust issue we've talked before, that if my manager can go back to office and he feels it's safe, I know collaborate with him, and we can have the meetings in office. So the entire result, and it will work out to be very, very positive if the employees are given the choice where from they want to work. There, I've been also, as I said, requesting the management, don't make it ad hoc. If they are still not comfortable to come back to office, if you can see to the setup that again some new aspects have come, as you have mentioned, if you can do it, they take the opinion of the team members. Here, the human touch of the leader is coming into question. If it is left to the employees, there is a version of hybrid where it is given, it's at will. When it is reopened, the offices, it was thrown open to the employees that whenever you want to come, the company will not set it. And that's why the workstations have been thrown open. You have seen, I think, also that this office setup, they have changed drastically. The small cubicles have been done away with. It's always safer in where there is a pandemic, a little hint of it, that more open space is there. So the workstation where they can come and be comfortable, you're not bumping into each other too often, and there are little johns outside for coffee, breathe in the fresh air. There, I think it has already yielded result where the employees, even for their health issues, and when it has been extended to their families, I think the best way forward has been, and the companies are thinking about it, that let's give the employees where there is the freedom to choose which model they want to adopt to go further in their work profile.
Well, I have one last question, and this is regarding the challenges of the manager working in the hybrid format. And I think, in my opinion, the biggest challenge is to accept the employee when he is working online from his home computer. So, what is the expectation? For example, when they were in the office, expectation of manager usually is that they should be working full time in office. If 8 hours is a shift, then at least 6 hours they should be working continuously on the job. But when they are working online from home, what should be the expectation of the manager in terms of future of work from their employee? Especially now, the employee is also looking at flexibility and working hour flexibility and finding his own time to get online. So over to you. I think this is our last question today, but I think this is a very big challenge in my opinion.
This is exactly the greatest questions which each manager should ask. Even when it was physical offices, like the manager or the leader who yielded the greatest result from his team was, you leave it to the employee. They very well know if they are most productive, whether working 8 hours, whether taking, I've been reading a lot also where the employees are saying, if I take half an hour break, maybe after 2 hours, continuous working, then I get relaxed, and when I come back, I become more creative. There are others who are saying, no, I won't take a break before lunchtime because my creative juices, the creativity gets hampered because my brain clock has been timed that way. Say it's 2 or 2:30, the lunch break, I won't take a break. Now, 8 hours stipulation should not be there. Now, if it is only they're working 3-4 hours, that doesn't work. I'm sure any dedicated employee who wants, loves his company and loves his work, they cannot. We have to trust them. If today I can, the day's program, I can finish it by 6 o'clock. If I've taken very short breaks, but another day I'm not physically, mentally, I'm not feeling up to it, and I take a longer breaks, but I do the work that has been assigned. They all have to meet deadlines. The true leader is trust them, trust your team, and that at the end, if it's a weekly review, performance review, then you will see that those who mean business, they have done the work, they have met deadlines. How many hours they have put in, that is should not be the main criteria. I, for one, as a leader, I would always trust my team as I trust my family members, that and the end game is the company's productivity, his performance output, that will be judged. The way for his promotion will be there. So there is no shortcut to success. And they are all mature adults. They will. Those who do not put in are the ones who have one foot outside the company. They do not want to stay back in the company, as you have seen the great resignations. So trust your team leaders, and if you've treated them well, you've given them the ample opportunities to showcase their genius, their knowledge, and their dedication to the company and to the team, your team will come up winners.
Well, you raised the question of trust. I think it is a very, very important skill to have. So, viewers who are watching this, if they want to learn how to learn this very important word called trust, and also include that in your solving the challenge of a hybrid workforce strategy, then you can reach out to Aditi Palit even directly. I mean, you can search Aditi Palit on LinkedIn, or you can send us an email. We will make the connection happen. But trust me, because I'm again using this word, trust is an important word and it requires little bit of hand holding. You need a guru to get around the whole ecosystem of hybrid workforce. And trust me, again, it's the biggest challenge. So Aditi, it was lovely talking to you today. It was our pleasure, and we will catch up same time next week at the same time.
Thank you once again, Chandrakant.